Hi, Austin. Good to see you. Happy New Year. Today we are talking proactive planning for 2023 and four key resolutions. 2022 was just such a tough year for investors, and 2023 is sure to be challenging, but there are some steps that we can take now to set ourselves up for success for this coming year. So let's talk through a few of your resolutions. First on your list here, you have rebalancing. Why is that important?
Yeah, Aaron, rebalancing is really one of those actions that any investor can take, and it's very easy to implement. So many of us, right, are saving through a 401k or 403b or 457, right? Those popular retirement plans. And a lot of the time, those plans have an option for automatic rebalancing. So what we mean by that is simply making sure that our allocation to stocks and bonds is staying aligned in the manner in which we want it to, right? So we know in a year where stocks may go up a lot or may go down a lot, and same thing for bonds. We want to rebalance that portfolio so we don't have our stocks or bonds becoming a greater allocation than what we intended to, and therefore changing our risk profile.
Right. So important. It's such an easy thing to do, but often overlooked. All right. Number two on your list. I feel like this is on everybody's financial resolutions. It's on mine for sure. Pay down debt and lower expenses. Why is this so important?
Yeah, this really is so important in an environment like we've found ourselves in recently with the Federal Reserve increasing interest rates, because we know debt is tied to the rate or the interest rate that you're paying, right? So when we see things like interest rates go up, that changes the rate we pay on things like credit card debt or maybe a home equity line of credit, right? That's a variable rate type of debt as well. So anything that has a variable rate to it, we want to be sure that we're paying that down as fast as possible in this type of environment.
Right. No fun when your debt becomes more expensive. Number three here, keep saving for retirement. Of course, that's kind of always an important rule to follow, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I think this time of the year, right, many folks, myself included, are kind of revisiting our financial plans and saying, what changes do we need to make for 2023 in the new year to get on track if we're not on track, or more importantly, to stay on track. And with the changes to the retirement plan contribution limits, we want to be sure that if we need to make adjustments, we're doing so, because the last thing we want to do is catch ourselves right in the second half of the year in September, October, or November scrambling to try and make the adjustments that we should have made in January, February, and March.
Right. So important to increase those. It was a nice little boost considering, that inflation that we were all dealing with in 2022. And last on your list here, update your estate plan and beneficiaries. Again, Austin, I feel like this is one of those things that is so important, so easy to do, and often overlooked.
Yeah, Aaron, you really hit the nail on the head there. I think this is one of those areas that for many folks, it's easy to kick the can down the road. And frankly, right, it's just not fun to think about, because when we think of anything in the estate planning arena, it's kind of planning for the worst case scenario. But it really is such an important part of the plan and any well-rounded retirement plan to have the estate plan in place. And that's going to cover things from wills, perhaps a revocable living trust, durable powers of attorney. All of those different facets of an estate plan, having those in place are really important, because at the end of the day, the last thing any of us want is to leave our loved ones in not kind of the proper position that we wish they would have been set up for.
Yeah, that's such an important reminder, Austin, that a lot of what you do is not only helping one person, but helping their family and their legacy. So that's such an important consideration. If somebody would like to talk to you about any of these resolutions, because I always think it's helpful to have somebody to hold you accountable. What's the best way to reach you with any questions?
Yes, you can give us a call at 919-322-4113, or shoot us an email at info@patriotwealthnc.com.
All right. Austin, thank you very much.
Thanks, Aaron.